Invictus Gaming's turn.
Anti-mage.
Another Mineski special.
Well,
Mushi's favorite hero, kind of like favorite hero.
Yeah, they are taking advantage of the lack of catch.
And AM is really, really good against Omni Knight in the lane because you burn all his mana.
Yeah.
It's very annoying for him.
This is a hero we have not seen for a while. He has been just
He's
nerfed
so
continually
much.
over and over.
He's very weak right now in those early stages of the game. I think he has very little stats right now. He's very easy to kill.
And there's a recent talent change as well, right? Because now the blink is slightly longer. It's an extra half second, but it's at level 20.
Choose your hero.
The push. Jakiro, Dragon Knight, and Luna. That's the push.
Okay. So Ice is going to take that SK.
So I'm just gonna I was prepared to pick IG before seeing the draft. Winter told me to wait till the draft. I like IG's draft.
Why were you prepared to pick them before?
I think they're gonna be able to punish here this anti-mage pick, and I'm gonna go with IG for this one.
All right. Okay. Jack.
Made
Jack
things easy
with
for you guys,
with the
right?
IG pick.
Winter, what do you think?
I think AM is going to be able to win this game.
Okay. So you're all going with Mineski?
Yep.
And William.
Jack, I'll ride or die.
Wow.
Let's go.
all right.
Wow.
The
Okay.
Mingleys are not united.
IG's back. It's time. They've been in hibernation all this time. They're ready to make a splash in the DPC.
Yeah, they were like, we sucked, but you haven't even seen us play yet.
Okay. Well, they have been in hibernation. It's been far too long since we've seen IG play the reigning champions of DAC kick off their campaign with a slightly unusual draft. Can they make it to 1-0? Let's find out as we head back to your commentary team.
That's right, we're back. I'm Toby1. I'm here with the player formerly known as Swindle.
Hi.
I had a better one for you. I was going to say like a player formerly known as professional.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to be funny. I was warned against this. I told him I have no humor because I'm meant to be a socially awkward person.
You got to use those opportunities when you get them because you're not going to get many of them.
Yeah,
you're just not witty
that's
enough.
true. I hardly ever get to cast and never present anything. So yeah, I gotta make the most out of it. Or are you trying to say that because I'll be dead soon because I'm getting old?
No. You're still young. You got plenty. Your best years are still ahead of you. How's PUBG?
All the players running to the mid away from the blue zone right now. Mineski versus IG. Everyone gets a smoke up. We'll thank Mineski for picking the most boringest frickin' heroes in the world. We always call them as no fun. The Naga Siren and the Anti-Mage together. Hopefully, though, Mineski is normally one of the most entertaining teams to cast. So I'm hoping they're actually going to give us some of that entertainment. As Mushi will find the smoke moving through the top. Looks like through the bottom, Mineski will not scout it out. But they put one-on-one together and put a ward.
This is one of my favorite sort of games. We don't really see this as much anymore, but it's the typical push strat versus the 4-1 lineup. It's a dream Rubik game, which I think is what gives Mineski the real edge, where you can steal. I was surprised they banned Disruptor Razor instead of Rubik in the second phase, and then picked Jakiro. And Jakiro and Omni Knight are like the heroes you want to play against if you're Rubik. So if they get to a point where he's like level 7 with Arcanes and just like feeling himself, he's like two heroes in one. It's such a great game for him.
And I am looking forward to seeing how all the lanes will roll out. As it looks like Aggressive, he's already started his rotation. He was headed up towards the north at the beginning. Now he's going to go south. So it'll be Ice's Sand King. That's something we always get to see from the Mineski lineup. He'll be going up against Aggressive as well as the Jakiro. That puts the Rubik off lane to help him out too. So a dual off lane and safe lane for IG on the bottom. XSS will have to deal with jabs in the early stages. Not a great time until he's got his Dragon Blood up and running, but it's the negative armor that just hurts so much when he gets hit by... Well, he didn't even get hit by Crypt Swarm. It was just the base attack from both jabs and Moon that drop him down low. So this is a rough start for the DK. And then up on top is duel on duel. As SRF, we had Mushi... not Mushi. God damn it. As we had Winter saying before, Mushi was going to basically burn off all the mana of SRF, so this Omni Knight has very little impact now up on the top. So Bobica has to move up to the top to try and help him out, and so does Jabs. In fact, they're going to rotate all three heroes now for Mineski to the northern side.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really difficult for this Tuscany up here. AM inevitably like wins this lane as
No, is actually Ice dead on bottom? He's underneath the tower. Yeah.
Wow.
He got hit by the dual breath, Lucent Beam, and then he wasn't really ready for the other one. Back up on top, the pick up on SRF. That's what Mineski's waiting to attack into. A quick mango into repel, but that won't stop the physical damage. Oh, will it? He started to salve, but the Riptide is there from Jabs. SRF thought he got out of jail, but no card to be presented.
Yep. Ice is skilled Sandstorm down bottom, and there's no detection on anyone in this lane, so he will be fine after that one death, but
well, the only
it's rough.
thing, like, it's just like, as a Jakiro, you'll be tempted to just skill Ice Path at the 3rd point now. But damn, this burns. He's got no Sandstorm. Is he dead again? Lucid Beam in 1 second time. Yeah, Ice is gone. One more Lucid Beam gives them both time to attack. This is not a fun lane right now for the SK if he can't stay inside that Sandstorm.
He's just underestimating the power of Jakiro. The Q lasts for 5 seconds, and it's nearly a 30% slow. Plus, he's got the bonus damage from Luna and the beams as well to like give him more steps to auto attack. It's a lot of damage, and Ice just, as you said, died again. And now he has no TP and no boots, so he's going to be super far behind in this lane.
Yeah. This is kind of like that uncommon thing for Ice. Normally he plays these off lanes really well and really efficiently. Not a lot of deaths to his name, but at the same time is also a Sand King. Like, you can play catch up with this hero, and you can do it through the split push power once he's able to get higher points up in Caustic. So I wouldn't be too concerned if you're an Ice fan. He's still going to reach his items. Ice knows how to create space. I think the bigger problem is just the fact that Aggressive's going to have such a really good start to this game. Because that's where you kind of like turn your attention, right? Like XSS as well as... Oh, yeah, Blink. Mushi's fine. As well as Aggressive. Like, these guys are going to be able to force down buildings really heavily. How do Mineski actually mount a defense against this when you have an anti-mage that needs farm and a Sand King who won't have initiation early on?
Yeah. The key heroes are going to be, it's just going to be Naga DP. They're really the team fight, and they're going to just look to 4-on-5 while AM continues to split push. The issue for IG is that they don't actually have the ability to kill an AM that's like 3 items in, and even when he just has like the Battle Fury +1, if the Luna doesn't kill him with right click, like nothing is going to, and they just don't have the physical damage to really shut down an AM once he gets farmed. So they need to take towers, they need to get that first Roche, and probably look to like end the game on Luna's BKB.
I mean, he's got to play a lot faster. 2 points up and Dual Breath from Q, making life even harder for Ice. He has Sandstorm available, but he's waiting for the bounty runes, trying to be as efficient as possible, but now he gets hit by a second wave of Dual Breath. Up the hill, still another minute before he can use the Shrine, so Q, no mana more to work with, so Ice will be fine back underneath his own tier 1 tower.
He's gonna salve, he'll be okay. Where's Luna? What?
Luna is all the way on the bottom, Aggressive. They're lane switching. Hang on. No? Yeah, no, she ran towards the mid. I don't know if she just meant to throw out a casual Lucent Beam to try and control the Death Prophet because they do get the Dragon Tail stun. The Shards blocking Moon inside the main river. He's got Spirit Siphon and 5-1 charge. The support's coming in from the Rubik. This should be able to create enough space from Ninja Boogie, picking up the DK, throwing him back down into the river. And Moon will be able to survive this. Jabs also TP'd over.
I'm so confused as to why Aggressive ran all the way middle.
Well, the panel was saying it before. He was always known as that core hero that would always rotate early. I'm not quite certain about the running places, and level 3 Lucent Beam to only help out.
Yeah, top lane, Mushi's the big issue here. 33 and 11 already, and he is having a free game. And this is the danger of AM and one of the strengths where now that he's got a lead and this Ring of Health, he can just be left alone against this Omni. He has a 2-level advantage, and he just hits him in the face, and soon he'll be out of mana.
Yep.
There it is.
Until Omni has the Soul Ring, there's not much he can really do about this.
This is one of the most dangerous things in this patch and meta right now, is where you can give a guy a lead, and then he can just dominate the lane by himself from then on, because denies are so valuable.
They're trying to have a crack onto Ice in the bottom lane. The Shards, well, they'll block him in for half a second, but Fire Strike gets him on the other side. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Jabs, Ninja Boogie, smoke rotation, XSS. There's that Riptide just dragging that armor down. Still 2 points up in Dragon Blood and the stick charges, plus the infused raindrops. He can tank through it, and Q creates the space, hitting all 3 of those heroes in mid of Mineski with the Dual Breath. Yeah. Such a hard hero to gank.
There's a ward, defensive ward placed by Radiant. I like this ward a lot. I think it might have been seen by this Radiant ward. Wow, Jabs actually dewards them immediately. But this ward on the Ancient Hill I really like in this sort of game because you're going to be able to see the DK rotating towards bottom if you ever go to push. And it's just nice to have that area. It's just control the woods.
Yeah.
They placed another one just now as well on the shrine up top. And that'll help protect Mushi's AM. But I actually don't know how Mushi dies in this game.
Yeah, Mushi should, like, can they even slow down his Battle Fury?
I don't, they can't. He's untouchable. The supports, the thing about it is whenever AM is completely unthreatened by your supports, like, he counters Tusk. Like, you just blink the Ice Shards. You don't fear that hero at all. Jakiro is not going to be relevant until he has 3 points in Ice Path, which isn't going to happen until, like, double-digit levels. And he's not going to tank a Luna ult to the face, so.
I think they're actually trying to gank up Ice. Dust just got flowing down towards Baboka, so they can try and fight on the bottom lane. But Ice is already abandoned. He's got Jabs in the neighborhood, but if they're going to dive this, IG are going to need to have an Observe Ward up on that hill. Because Rubik starts his TP in. They don't actually have any real vision apart from just forcing down the tower. 2 points in Liquid Fire will make this a little bit easier, but the Naga illusions are everywhere, gaining a lot of information, getting a Riptide onto 3. And this tier 1 tower is, like, you're going to be happy if you're Mineski. Like, you're happy to lose this. Moon's pushing in the middle with the Exorcism. He's still having space, not losing any real heroes, and you're expecting a push of this nature with the first Dragon form anyway.
Yep. It's also the least important talent, or sorry, tower if you're Mineski. Like, your safe lane, your offlane tower is always going to die, so it just doesn't matter if they rotate that many.
Careful. Careful, careful, careful. 60 HP he dropped down to playing against Moon then.
In the meantime, Mushi's still farming. Top net worth in the game already. He's going to look to pull the easy camp and just continue to pressure Omni Knight. Big stack bottom they're trying to clear with DK Jakiro. It might get initiated on that.
Yeah, the fact that Jabs has the Invis is just sitting right on top of him. He could steal this if he wants to as well. So here comes Ninja Boogie over. They've still got the 3 big ones, so yep, Riptide and Snare is on for Jakiro, a pick up and throw down. They still needed more help though. Ice was back up in the lane, so he wasn't down for this. And XSS will be able to pick up that Sata. So, still not as bad for IG as it could have been. They got most of that stack.
Yeah, I'm just... it's always about, like, how many fights does each team need to win the game, right? And IG, they need a fight for Roche, a fight for the tier 3, and then probably another one on top of that. But look at Mineski. All they need is one song into an epi, and I feel like they just win the game off that. Like,
I'm actually wondering if you even need the one fight, right? Like, all Mineski have to do is almost dodge the fight and continue to farm.
Well, it's the thing. It's like they're the ones that get to choose, right? They can song and just think about it for a little bit, maybe have a smoke break. And in the meantime, Mushi can just be like hanging out and say, hey guys, you need me to TP or can I just keep going here?
He's like, you're fine, you're fine. 4v5 is okay. As long as you got song to reset, like Spirit Siphoning DP is really difficult to kill the Rubik, as he said, it's a dream game for him with everything he has to steal. So Invictus Gaming once again trying to force an issue. They're moving towards the north. The Dragon form is off cooldown.
They're spotted on the ward.
Yep. So now Mineski had that choice. Like, do you fight? Mushi is already TPing out. Like, he TP'd towards mid. He's going to work with Moon. Exorcism is up in 5 seconds' time. So they can pressure this mid tower, and then it's up to Invictus Gaming to make the choice. Do they want to rotate? Exorcism is up, so this tier 1 tower will go down. Aggressive is by himself on the bottom, so they're just going to rely on the 3 heroes on the top to take the tower. Mineski will slow them with fortification, but that will be all.
Really good TP from Mushi. No reason to be top. Get the trade, make it favorable. Bottom, and now he can probably just rotate bottom. He doesn't need to heal a bit though. He tanked the tower for quite some time.
Yep. They just want to be quick about it. Ice as well as Ninja Boogie creep skipping on the bottom. Means that there's at least some level of pressure that Invictus Gaming may try and, well, push back. But you've got multiple dragons. Like, you got both Jakiro as well as the DK. Whenever this guy's up, you want to keep pushing. Even though it's not high points up in Liquid Fire just yet. It's only the 2 points.
This is, I love Jakiro. I wish I could pick him more often, but this is such a hard game for him to play in. At any point, he can get initiated on by this AM, and he's just forced to run away. Omni can't really waste Repel on a support 5 Jakiro in this game ever.
Yep.
And it's the same with Tusk, really. Like, you don't really have the ability to make plays right now. The only hero you can ever really target in a fight is Death Prophet, and there's going to be so much follow-up and counter-initiation that they need to burst somebody and like get the song as well, and that's just so difficult to do consistently.
But we know what Q's goal is early on. Like, it's just hit liquid fire on a tower, create space that way. That's all he has to do is just keep enabling the DK to do work, and not giving great abilities like dual breath to a Rubik.
It's so hard though. The
Yeah.
problem is all your abilities are good. Even that level 1 Ice Path is nice for Rubik to have. And dump bot, Mushi continuing to pressure. He's going to finish a Battle Fury around like 12, 13 minutes with a Treads on top of it. So he's very happy.
You know, I said like the SK was going to catch up with the money. He's almost the same net worth as the Omni Knight. This is problematic when the Blink Dagger is on its way. Jabs is running away on the top from the aggressive. Ice. Ice Path will not clip him. It only aggroes Roshan. It is a 12-minute Battle Fury. Oh, Ice. That TP won't work. He already Burrow Striked once into the Sandstorm. Burrow Strike it 1 second time. Aggressive is in the neighborhood. And he'll loose and beam him down. So this will slow down the Blink Dagger. But it's still a 12-minute like Battle Fury for an anti-mage.
Yep. And this is the problem. The strength of AM is that if you don't have a hero that can play up against him, there's nothing you can ever do to push him off a lane. And the issue they have is that Omni Knight can't really be this guy that's going to play against AM, because at any point, like, he just gets the lane shoved on him. And if he gets mana burned, all of a sudden he's like running back to base. And then AM just continues to push and farm.
Yep. Oh, Ninja Boogie, did he? Okay, yeah. So he sacrificed his smoke so he could stack an ancient camp.
What a guy.
They didn't find what they were looking for on the top lane, so Moon will pop out of it as well now. I think they're kind of okay with that. They're probably looking for the aggressive support hero, just rotating in, getting that ward down. They got it in deep on the shrine at least, but it's probably not as deep as they thought. The sentry from Jad can be off the mark, but money for Mushi. Yep. He hasn't actually got his next item queued up yet. Like, do you ever get concerned with the animates at this point where you feel like you need to build strength to get involved in the fights? Like, do you just go for something like a Manta style?
You always go Manta.
Oh, yeah, it's anti-mage, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, like, do you look for some level of immunity to the magical damage which is there from IG? I suppose Manta is already going to absorb a lot of the Eclipse of Luna, and
the only thing you can really mess with is like this 3rd, 4th item. I could see him buying an Ags in this game.
God, that was nice from Baboka. He actually snowballed the second he realized that Ice had to Burrow Strike himself away to safety. He'll go up, dust it up, and even with Macropie committed, they do not have the lockdown to control up the Sand King.
I think you're going to be saying that same statement about many heroes in Mineski's lineup right now.
Well, what was the hero? We were talking about Weaver. Like, Weaver would have been a really nice pickup because they just had such a lack of disable.
Yeah, I like AM a lot more just because it's more of a win condition. AM is the game-winning hero. Weaver would have been nice, but if you can't answer any mage, you just lose. Weaver can still die, but AM's walking around with 50% more magic resist, and I imagine he's going to get Ags like 3rd or 4th item, and if he gets DK stunned, the DK's going to get stunned. He's just going to hit him in the mouth.
Uh-huh.
And Luna...
That's when you watch them snowball each other too, right?
Yeah. Luna's got a Yasha, and he's going to probably go BKB right after. So they're approaching their timing where they're going to get this blink on DK. It just got finished. Now they're smoking, but there is a song available.
Yeah, there's your blink in. Jump forward, get rid of the illusion, and then Ninja Boogie sharded up and brought down. This just to ensure that mid-tier 1 tower will fall, but on bottom lane, Moon and Mushi working together. It's the M&Ms. They'll take out the tier 1 tower quite easily. And TP support, this is coming in very, very late. Jakiro's down here with Baboka. DK starting his rotation, but they don't know that Moon's in the tree line, so this initiation can begin. And now, well, a quick silence from Moon in the tree lines. He's not certain he wanted to commit into this. And they are actually out.
I mean...
okay.
That...
No.
That's just not going to work, folks.
Stun? Someone?
I mean, the problem is it's just these supports are so ineffective at dealing with an AM. So there's like the DK stun, the level 1 Ice Path, but that's all they have.
Yeah,
And
is this the replay we get to have, like, of just that one moment on bottom? Is this now going to be the way this game unfolds? We'll just watch AM just TP away in front of everybody and not give a hoot.
I mean, if you've been watching Dota for as long as I have, and most people on the stream probably have, you've seen this game a lot. It's the unkillable anti-mage. He farms, he'll get a Manta, he'll get his next item, and then eventually he'll just approach unkillable territory. It's certainly Mushi's game to lose, but we get to watch Farmville Simulator for quite some time.
But there is one fact which I always like, and that's the Luna comeback mechanic. I always find, like, Luna is one of these heroes. Like, yeah, any mage can get big, but if Luna can sustain, if Luna can hold that high ground, which is quite effective with the amount of glaives she has, she can clean out waves quickly and then can counter push very fast as well. So I think there's a lot for Invictus Gaming to play with. I think their issue is still going to be damage, but this is kind of offset. Hello top lane, initiation of the Ice. XSS is not by himself, but broke into the neighborhood. And there goes Ice into Sandstorm. Breathe fire, 1 second. Ice. No, with the breathe fire. No! He blinks up the top, but the stun will be there. The Sigil gave the reveal. I thought XSS just totally boned that.
Yeah, smoke coming in response from the 2 supports and the Death Prophet.
Oh, that could have been messy. IG overstaying the welcome. As you said, cover of smoke. Mineski walk in. Ninja Boogie picks up the wrong creep. Meant to grab a hero, but still has the stun available. Omni Knight's in the neighborhood. Moon just on Spirit Cypher, but the Yule Scepter, aggressive's ultimate, completely wasted. Only hit 2 of those beams. But Moon, the Song of the Siren, he's ticking down. The Dual Breath, the shards are off the mark. Moon surviving in the trees, continuing the run. They want to get closer. But without the DK Blink, they don't have an easy way to initiate anymore. And Invictus Gaming will back off to Shrine. No, they don't even need it.
The one bright spot for IG is that the Omni-Luna combo is sick, and if they get to a point where Luna gets repelled before a fight, runs in, starts killing people, BKB's after, they have a follower repel even if it's needed. Like, they do have the answers to the rest of Mineski's draft, and if you get to the point where Luna can eat buildings faster than AM, they can look to push.
It's got to come in. He'll have to snowball. Protect! No, the pickup! Yule Scepter SRF has a lot of life available. Baboka actually does create enough space. As Ice repelled up, that's the Rubik who ended up stealing this. But Ninja Boogie doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. He actually went Tranquil Boots on a Rubik as opposed to the Arcanes. So a little low on the mana pool. Ice. Sandstorm into the Burrow Strike, finding Q. They're trying to add pressure in towards the mid lane. An Ice Pump, catching out Super Spirit Siphon. Slows him down too much. There's no way to escape this. And Mushi, a little bit of overkill, but 70-second cooldown. Who cares?
Yeah. He's just selfish. Wants the gold. But you can't blame him. If anyone's going to be selfish, it should be the AM player. His Manta's out on the way. Already 1,000 gold to boot, and he's now 1,000 gold ahead of the Luna. And that gap will continue to grow if they don't hit a timing with this Luna BKB that was just completed. Like they really need to make something happen now.
It's
Mech on Omni Knight.
We start checking, like, there's a smoke on the courier, so they can jump. Yeah, mechanism will be nice. Having the mechanism available, that means they've at least got a lot more sustain. The DP is also going to be a lot more ineffective in the early points of the fight. I'm interested to see what Moon's building too. He's got 2.7k. It would be very easy for him to pick up some extra armor with that plate mail and go into the early Shivas, but
I think you just buy an Aeon disc. You just need to survive. The way you lose this game is if you die before Song, and if they have Aeon disc,
he's going BKB instead by the looks of it.
Okay, that works. I think you can get one after, but it's the same concept of all he needs to do is live for that 10-second window. If you live through the repel, the Luna ulti, and or buy time for the Song, like, nothing will kill you. You have then the choice: do we initiate here? Do we commit, or do we just all TP away and let Mushi keep farming?
Invictus Gaming are hunting for anything they can get, but they're just not finding it. Mineski with that aggressive Dire Observer Ward, they're able to see the movement of Invictus Gaming into their jungle. Q. Oh, goodbye. He had a little bit of space up on top, but space doesn't really exist when you have an anti-mage on the field. He constricts things more and more. And Mushi looks like he's still deciding to exactly what he wants to buy. 3k in the bank, nothing in the quick buy.
Yeah, it's kind of personal preference at this point. I think he might end up going Heart, Knags. You could go like this Basher and butterfly or something, but I really think he just needs health in this game.
Aggressive is forcing the mid. Fortification does come out. He burned the Mask of Madness. Now starts to TP to the top. Potential denial on top tower. Won't happen. So Mushi gets hit once. Aggressive has no mana available. There's the BKB. But thanks to Mana Void already being down, Animage did not have enough damage to follow up.
And I just feel bad for this Omni DK. They're just falling so far behind. There's nowhere on the map for them to really play. So much wave clear on the side of Mineski, mostly thanks to Mushi, that they're just trapped on their side of the map, and it feels so demoralizing when this happens to you, and you're on some hero like Dragon Knight that wants to stun players, and instead you're forced to like shove out lanes on your tower.
They have to, like, the clock is beyond ticking, so it was Basher choice for Mushi, but the pipe is on the way for the Naga Siren. So if she can get both pipe as well as Song of the Siren, you're basically making Invictus Gaming's teamfight completely ineffective. The only way you can win right now is by getting picks if you're IG.
Yeah. I really don't like the build on the Omni Knight, the Arcane's mech. I understand why they're trying to hit this timing and go push, but if they're not going to like make something happen, Greaves on the way, by the way, then he's just going to fall off. As he's already behind ice, and that's going to get even worse as he just kind of runs around with these full support items.
At least lets him break free of the silence. I think Moon's been really problematic with that, so he can get himself out of that without having to buy something else like a Yule Scepter. And IG, 5-man smoker. He said they wanted to do something with the timing. This is it. They need to kill Babuka. Very close behind Jabs. The Observe Ward on the hill. Did see Moon as well as Jabs move south, so instead they're going into Roshan. They want to have the Aegis Immortal for the next fight. Now, does Mineski work this out? Aggressive vision from IG near the Ancients. Ice is nearby, and now Smokes blinks in. Burrow strikes back out again. So they know that Roshan is low, down to 1/3 of his life. Very difficult for IG to finish this. Song of the Siren, always that impending call. And there's only one hero who can fight inside of that, and that's the Luna with the BKB.
Mushi kills tier 2 bottom, Glyph down as well. So
being pressured on the side lanes while Roshan's low. They've already done half of the work for Mineski. They can't go back.
I mean, there's just no choice here. This is why playing against AM is so annoying, because he makes you choose between two really bad options. Do you just run away from the Roche, or do you commit to it and potentially just take a 4-on-5 fight as he raxes you? And
they ran away from the Roche.
There's a Naga song. You just can't pressure it there.
Yep. If Mushi TP's over, he can just jump in and take Roshan, but they're acting like they're doing Roshan. The Sentry Wall goes down just a little bit too far away from that Radiant Obs, which scattered the smoke. So Invictus Gaming have a little bit of extra information to work with here. Question is, will it be enough? Not with a double Burrow strike into the epicenter. Luna, aggressive only now, gets his BKB off a walk up the hill to try and survive. Eclipse damage, Jabs tanks almost all of it. In fact, he does go down to it. Aggressive turns on the Mask of the Madness, but it's still not enough. A Yule Scepter up, rolling Boulder over. Baburka put in even deeper now than when he originally started. And they can just use the rest of the Exorcism, working with Mushi to finish up Roshan. Mineski in a great position.
For a game that's 6-6, I can't say I've seen something more one-sided as far as just with this low kills. You know, usually a team that's pressured, you know, will take risks to try and force the envelope, like make things happen because they understand they're on a clock.
Let's watch it again. So there's that double Burrow strike from Ice, and that's not the way you want to expend your 10-second BKB.
Especially not while you're still repelled.
Yep. It's like, how do you even fight that? Meanwhile, back into live. The attack is happening up on top. And there's Mushi getting very, very aggressive, and rightly so. Maybe the shard block onto Moon will give a little bit more of a chance for Invictus Gaming. Ice rotates back over. The Ice Plant control is good. They want to focus that DP while there's no Exorcism, but Jabs just stops the fun. Everyone goes to sleep. They all look very tired, but IG, they want to keep the chase going. Boogie out to finish up his TP, and Jabs will now take it for the team. But is he really? Like, the shard block didn't get his hit, but it's in middle lane. Mushi is pushing the tier 2 tower. So you get the kill of the Naga Siren. XSS just jumps in, stuns an illusion, not even the real one. It is just not coming up, IG.
Yep. Mushi going for BKB as well, already complete. I haven't seen this build in some time, but it's pretty standard, at least back in the day. The Basher BKB. And you just kind of initiate.
Epicenter. Ice, ice, ice. Looking for the solo kill. I say solo. He's got a little bit of extra help.
Yep.
Death Prophets in the neighborhood. So goodbye, Q. That's the second or third time now I think he's got picked up on the top lane.
It's a really grim Jakiro game.
You're just trying to think about the combinations that IG can use to fight against this. Maybe now with the double BKBs, they've got more to work with. Aggressive. Pops the Manda style, looking for an opening. Ice, 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 knows which one is real. And, oh my lord. Oh, Baboka. It's a sad game for everyone, not just Jakiro.
Now the free wave clear and the Jakiro Tusk are dead, so they can get the tier 2 mid and then maybe even threaten tier 3, but it's telling Mineski's feeling pressure.
It's still a bit early, but you got the Aegis Immortal on the anti-mage, so while this is up, yeah, you can think about going a little bit further, but normally you wait for the second Aegis.
Yay.
Come on, Carl, you got to channel enthusiasm, bro. You always believe in the dream. You never ever take your eyes off the dream.
Man.
And the dream is aggressive, holding the high ground. It's everyone getting the lockdowns they require, and Omni Knight actually being a hero. Like that's the dream for Invictus Gaming.
When I was playing Han 6 years ago, I used to have a notebook full of drafting information.
What dead game? You say a dead game?
Well, it may have been dead, but back then I wrote on the title, well, DK might die middle. It's
Maybe.
back.
Either that or it's a trap. It's a trap they don't have control of.
Yeah. But I had a notebook full of drafting stuff, and on the cover of that notebook, instead of Don't Panic, I wrote Ban Animage.
Yeah.
Were I to make another one like that in present day, I might do something.
I don't know what this Animage is. You mean Magebane, right?
Indeed. This is for the viewers watching now, not back in time.
Uh-huh. You're at least targeting a relevant audience. Blink Dagger on the Rubik.
Yeah, shout out to the 7 Han fans in the audience.
There are no 7. Exaggeration. Alright, so Blink Daggers through and through. Rubik will get one. Tuskar will also get one. This allows IG to have a little bit better of a save when it comes to the fight, so Blink can just snowball. Not exactly the way IG want to play this, however. They want to be the ones being aggressive, but maybe they can disjoint some of the aggression from Mineski. But Butterfly arrived, and Sheetascard arrived. Okay, maybe a little bit better than just the one Blink Dagger IG got.
Now it might be go time for Mineski, or at the very least they can pressure, because again, there's no real risk, right? They still have a song behind them. They can just cast their spells and look to pressure high ground a bit.
Yep.
The timing for IG is this, they need a Nullifier, they need a Rapier on Luna, and...
I'm sorry. Luna cannot hold a Rapier until she actually finishes the Butterfly.
Look, we're making a plan here, okay?
Okay.
It's a multi-step process.
All right.
First, you need to win a fight.
Yeah.
Against... they're going to let the Aegis fall.
Okay, no. First, you need Mineski to dive tier 4s. That's what you need. You need Mushi to be over-aggressive, because he doesn't have the Aghanim Scepter to protect him. And then the Aegis perfect timeout. That's when you jump him. When the Aegis goes down, he's like, oh crap, I haven't switched my treads in yet. And dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tries to swap the treads in and accidentally drops his Butterfly and his BKB on the ground.
I'm sorry, he's not
I know for a fact that can happen.
Oh, come on. That would never happen. Like, it's not an event as prestigious as the International. All right, Invictus Gaming are walking right on top of an observer orb. They've got their own orbs themselves. They did lose their vision on the bottom, but they have it on the north. It seems to be a little bit more problematic to keep that vision when ISIS is walking around with the Gem of True Sight. So IG are going blind in the map, and they know it. They need something, and there's your jump, the flop, they get the hit. It's that observer up on top. Here comes Champs coming in with the Song of the Siren, but the BKB, it allows okay, it's the repel onto XSS. They didn't actually use either of their BKBs. They're still ready to fight. Moon burned his, running down the river. The Ice Blast actually connects the path. It gets him. They finally have an upper hand until Mushi arrives through the rear. Q will go down. The BKBs still ready to fight once more. The Shants blocking in Ninja Boogie. Say goodbye to the Rubik as well. XSS, blink forward. They want more from this, but Ice has gone D-warding. They're going to force the mid lane. They're going to try and take a tier 2 tower. the upside for IG. None of the side lanes are pushing. They just got 2 huge hero kills.
Yeah, the only issue is there's no Roche, which is the objective they really need because they cannot actually win a 5-on-5 against
Take
DP
what you can get. You're taking a tier 2 tower. Potentially they can add pressure. There's no buyback. Okay, no, they can't. Top lane's pushing.
Yeah, exactly.
Mushi's actually taking the tier 3 tower. They have to TP back instantly.
1 hero versus 4 teleports. And Omni.
But the money is enough for Aggressive to buy the here you go. The plan is in action. The butterfly is on its way.
Yep.
In a little bit. He needs like
First
another 2
he has to get
waves.
to the secret shop because the courier died to Mushi at the end of that fight.
More issues, but I don't like problems. Give me solutions.
At least he can.
He can push the wave out, and yeah, it's fine. They'll be able to take. Yeah, they can get aggressive in the shop. It's fine.
That's fine. It's interesting. He chose to buy a quarterstaff instead of just disassembling the Mask of Madness.
Unless he feels he 100% needs the Mask of Madness, because with the Mask of Madness and the Rapier, oh, there's Abyssal. And there's even more of them because there's illusion runes and Naga illusions and see, Ochi, this is what you need.
The one thing, so Mineski is winning, but they really want to close out this game with the second Aegis because the thing about Anime is that he gets 6 slotted really quick, but you don't scale too far after that. And Luna Omni Knight will inevitably like be better, but the Luna has to catch up first. So,
waiting for Aggressive to actually just switch in that Ring of Aquila. I don't think he needs a TP scroll right now.
I mean, he is kind of just walking through his own base.
It's horrible. Like, it's like keeping your shoes on when you walk around your own house. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Slippers are allowed.
House shoes.
House shoes. But that's only if you don't clean your floors. Go barefoot.
That's gross.
That's so not gross.
I don't think anyone's floor is clean enough to walk around barefoot 24/7.
Have you tried a broom?
Have you tried a tile floor?
Yeah? Have you tried Australia? Alright, so Mineski's still just waiting this out now. Mushi's just bouncing around. But as you said, like it's good for Mushi, but he's going to start to cap out. Aggressive has the butterfly. He's looking very far ahead. Lincoln Sphere and Satanic is his item choice. No rapier for you, unfortunately.
He's not buying those. He's getting a rapier.
I can see Lincoln Sphere working for him. Actually, wait, no, I can't.
Well,
what the hell is Lincoln's for?
Thank you, Topi.
I'm like the other way around. Let me just correct my own idiocy. They're baiting. They're baiting with Q. Okay, no, they're just feeding with Q. IG on the run. They get XSS up with the Yule Scepter, secondary Yules, buyback from the Chikiro, and here comes the fight. Ice, a little bit off to the side, support's coming in, Mushi, he stuns on Aggressive, and there's your Song of the Siren. They can isolate targets in just a second. No, they can't, they gotta turn off. Aggressive turns on the Eclipse. Ninja Boogie was able to steal it with the Axe Glaives. They clean off almost all the illusions that are there, allowing Aggressive now to attack into somebody, but no, Ninja Boogie brings in the magical damage. No, he'll die himself. The Glaives bounce around, Aggressive still alive through all of this. The damage on the Mushi, finally he'll go down. A triple kill for Moon, barely surviving, in fact, not surviving. It was Q with the dual breath that will finally bring him down. The buybacks have to come in because Roshan is alive with a double damage rune sitting in front of it, and they still have to be able to control the mid lane, which is pushing their way.
It's close.
With the double damage, you know they want to go with. Do the Radiant have no vision of this? They're waiting for the fight. The Lunar Illusions. Jabs will send in his own, and goodbye, Courier. Mushi's just watch it. Oh, hi! And bye. And now they go for Roshan. But they burn through half of the duration of the double damage. I don't think that matters.
No.
They can't fight this.
It was close. If AM had gone down there, I was surprised he didn't just Mana Void to finish off the Luna. He had like a 5-second window to do so and chose to ult somebody else. And if he dies there on Mushi and the Luna like survives somehow, maybe they have a shot, but I don't know. The DPL did so much damage as well. It's just such a hard game for them.
but they're at least standing toe-to-toe. So yeah, there's the fight once more. So the Song of the Siren comes off and aggressive. To take a little bit more to clean through those illusions than I thought it would, but the double BKBs. Both Mushi and Moon were just immune the entire time.
What do you do?
You allow the Luna to just stand. So I couldn't Manifold because of Repel.
Yeah. I thought he had a window as the BKB faded, but I was incorrect.
Yeah. Skadi build up for anti-mage. So a little bit more tank ability.
Oh, they put the Aegis on Ice 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 as well.
Well, that's just a ticket to dive for him. I suppose the anti-mage isn't going to carry it, and Death Prophet, once you burn Exorcism, it's not as useful, so they give her the cheese.
I still feel like you might want to just give it to Anti-Mage. Like, I understand, yeah, he's 6-slotted, but he's got 32,000 net worth compared to 11.
He's already running no boots.
And you just put the BKB in the backpack.
Okay.
Before backpack, I'd agree, but now, you know, you just BKB as you come up alive again.
All right, Mineski, can you take high ground with this? As
I hope
Observer
so.
Ward's going down on bottom, so Ninja Boogie, if he wants to be a little aggressive on the bottom, he can do so. But that Gem of True Sight, second Ice 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 arrives, that he wasn't actually in range to see the obs. So he'll have to go a little bit closer. Okay, yeah, now I can see it. Goodbye, Observer Ward. You had a great life for all 30 seconds.
Yeah, Mineski's playing this right. You don't want to just barrel down a lane. Like, push, continue to shove all 3 waves. Everyone on the team keep farming, and eventually they'll say, all right, it's go time. Once they hit this timing, they have Mech and Pipe on Naga, Blink Glimmer on the Rubik, syncing with the Aegis, bots, Force and goals.
Get the hell out of there. Like, the upside he has is it's nighttime, so when Ice 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 jumped up on top of that cliff, he did not see the Tusker. And Rubik blinking forward. Okay, he's just like, wait, where's the bounty runes? Someone else has been here. This Tusker's just gone rogue.
I still have an Aegis for another 2 minutes, so I imagine they'll look to use, they just go high ground pretty soon. You want to make sure you can utilize it. Unless they're waiting for third Roche, but I don't think that's a thing.
What is Bobka trying to achieve here? Like, is he just bouncing around trying to find... Is he just trying to get bounty runes?
I mean, it's just pretty much be anywhere but the base. Because
True.
that's his other
You get
alternative.
nothing inside the base, right?
Exactly. He can cut a wave like he's doing now. He can grab the bounties, as you said. Maybe he placed wards and forces Ice to go check that area in another minute.
Mm-hmm. There's that wave clear. Stops Mushi, or at least tries to counter what Mushi's illusions were doing on the bottom. And, well, does he get out of it alive, however? Ice Ice is coming in. There's double TPs, Ninja Boogie plus the Naga. So a Blink TP out. Bobaka, he's creating space. And they burn Song of the Siren too. That is the best scenario. Wasting time, creating more and more space for more and more farm. Monkey King Bar is practically done for aggressive once he wants to spend the buyback money, which he just did. Courier, run. Oh, no. Good thing anti-mages can't see up cliffs.
Oof. Mushi guesses again. Just barely missing it.
So you also have an Assault Cuirass that arrived on XSS. So a little bit of extra armor advantage going to go the way of IG for the next engagement, which is now. Everyone from Mineski is up on top, apart from Mushi, who's blinking in towards the mid. Bobaka has finished his run. Back on the bottom lane, jump in to begin with. It's a pickup on the DK. They're going to repel him and protect him. The Mushi is attacking the tier 3 tower. They're keeping this fight perfectly split. Mineski with a fortification, maybe backing off. Mushi jumps forward. XNS does not get the stun. Mushi burning the BKB. The Burrow Strike is out. DK's in trouble. The Mana Void spilling the damage, but the BKB's protecting IG for the moment. Mineski have already taken one of the tier 3 towers. They haven't cracked Arax yet.
Really fast movement from Mushi, though. They get the tier 3s. He immediately goes towards bottom. He's going to kill that shrine. In the meantime, Moon is going to hit the top shrine. And I guess they will just wait for third Roche, but it gets dangerous because they can't utilize that one. That's where IG's lineup can get a bit scary because all of a sudden, while the Luna's still going to be behind, he's going to have the same number of items in his slots.
Yep.
So.
Like, Anime's just He did everything he could. He just bought a moonshot. No one else on his team will be able to utilize such a thing.
Look at what Luna's got queued up.
It's raw PR.
This is step 5 of Kyle's comeback plan.
Well, it's almost the classic, right? Like, once you have Butterfly, BKB, and Manta, Satanic, then you can go Rapier without too much fear of losing everything. But in this case, he's also got the BKB on the MKB on top of it. So no easy evasion dodging.
Yeah, I want. He'll probably need to sell the mask for that. I need somebody on his team to buy out Vlad's for him before that happens.
Yeah, because he needs the lifesteal in order to survive.
Exactly. And
is it still worth it? Like, I can understand like getting, like, you just put the treads in your backpack. Do you want to lose that attack speed?
No,
Mask and Manus offset it.
I think you need to keep the treads.
Well, smoke up now for Invictus Gaming. Inside the base, they're away from all vision, and all lanes continuously get pushed out from IG. Yet that advantage of running the Manta-style Luna. Not to mention the splitting Tuskar the Baboka has been creating a lot of space with. They're hoping someone's going to come forward and fight. Their Observer Ward was watching Anti-Mage, picking up the bounty runes. Very difficult to close the gap, however. There's your jump forward. No! The Mega Style is out! Here comes Mineski looking for the stun. It's a double fire strike from Isai. Isai's almost losing his life. Yule Scepter up. He's on 150 HP. The Eclipse will burn him out. And the attacks with the glaives. Jabs wants to cancel this fight. Isai is just coming back. The TP into the creep wave. He has epicenter available to him. Moon puts himself smack bang in the middle. Guardian Angel tries to protect him, but Mana Void from Mushi. 3 heroes, filled damage. Aggressive can stand once more. Maybe he can kill off Jabs. It won't work. Invictus Gaming are way too split. Here's your epicenter. Try and finish the job. Aggressive will fall. XSS, the sole survivor from IG. He cannot TP out. He's just waiting until the inevitable death from Mushi, who cracked the back lines absolutely perfectly. IG still have all buybacks available. But still, that is the worst fight that they could have asked for. They wanted a quick picking out, and it did not happen. And here's your buybacks coming in now. They're trying to save the Luna from doing hers.
She's going to have to. The whole team's going to have to if they want to continue this fight.
At least there's no Exorcism for the push. There's no Naga Song, but there's a Mushi taking a top-range Rax. Fire Strike again from Isai. There it is. All 5 buybacks committed. Now IG, they must get kills. There's no other choice. They need somebody to kill. Mushi's actually faking him out for the moment. There's the BKB. He takes the top Rax. Baboka initiated onto the illusion and not the real Mushi, who is now blinked away to safety. So 5 buybacks committed by IG, and they lost their top Rax. That hurts.
Indeed.
Well, so we see that moment once more. The double Burrow Strike from Isai. They almost got him. They got him at least when he came back down again.
Yeah, really nice buyback from him. That just turns the fight. I mean, they probably win this without him, but as soon as he buys back and it's 5-on-5 with no BKBs and Song, like.
And the 3 in the back. Yoshimusa just waltzing in there. No problem. You want a GA? Mana Void.
There's nothing you can do. The Naga net as well is just so insane against this Luna. And it's part of the reason he had wanted to get the Lincolns, but you can't, obviously, because he would do no damage. But it's just a 5-second net through BKB, and he just sits there.
Yep. You actually wonder then, too, like, even if you do pick up the Rapier, what's to stop you from just being controlled by Mineski once more?
Yep.
And now you get Octarine for Death Prophet. You get Aeon Disc for the SK.
I like the Aeon Disc a lot. It means he'll live, then he can use himself, he can blink away, and especially because he has no buyback, all he needs to do is stay alive.
Looks like Mushi is building in for the Nullifier now. Even more problems coming the way of the Luna. And they're going to get Roshan. This has Refresher Shot, an Enabler for the Death Prophet. Double Exorcism, almost that point when you can give her the Jaegers to the Immortal, because she has a second ultimate.
Mineski playing this game very conservatively, clinical. Actually, I think they might have been overly cautious, in truth. Had they lost one of these fights, Luna was able to get this Rapier and Aegis at any point in time. Like, I just feel like at this stage of the game, even though they're even this far ahead, they're still like that one mistake away from being in an even game. But at this point, might be insurmountable, the advantage.
Yeah. You live in the hope and the prayer right now. Like it's not terrible. 37,000 net worth advantage for
Nah,
Mineski.
it's still anybody's
18k
game.
for experience. Yeah, come on. Blink in forward. There's your Dragon Tail stun. Can they kill the Death Prophet quickly? The BKBs are up. Death Prophet force-staffed away. Now gets her own BKB up. Song of the Siren turns off from Janus. Bobicon couldn't get his control, but the sharp block by Ice hits the Burrow Strike. No immunity to protect him. The Ice Path creates a little bit more space, but Aggressive knows he cannot fight. Stands his ground. To die is all. GG, well played. Both the cores are gone. And that is Mineski's game.
Clinical, I mean, Mushi AM, he probably one of his best heroes. Excellent choice in this scenario, and the DK last pick just really wasn't effective at shutting him down.
Yeah, it really wasn't. That was just flawless from Mineski. No risk Dota, more than anything else. So Invictus Gaming, problematic. They didn't find their timing window. I think that's actually probably been the story of both the games we've cast so far. Just the timing windows of the losing team just appear to be a little bit off.
I think the key as well is that the core matchups seemed, we had Sniper versus DP in the previous game. Now you have Animage against Luna and Omni Knight. Like, it's just, you don't have the tools to actually kill the hero that's killing you. Yeah. And in this meta, in this patch right now, there's no recovery. You can't itemize for that. You just